Hello guys, how's it going? AlexTheGrumpyOne here. I hope you're well. Today I got a quick video for you on the Ancel X7 model. So I'm quite new to Ancel, I never used it before. This is the first tool that I got from them. And so far I'm pretty happy. The vehicle coverage is huge. It's really easy to use. You got 10.1 inch screen on this model. Nice rubber protection, I'm going to show you in a second. Interface is different from all the ones that I've used so far, but really easy to navigate and obviously get to all the options and functions that you want to. But we're going to cover that. It comes in a case, which is handy, obviously, to protect the tool. It's wireless OBD plug, so no wires, you just connect it to your vehicle. It charges the unit when the ignition is on, and obviously you got a separate charger for the actual tablet that you're using. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, guys, I'm gonna put the link in the description below so you can check the vehicle coverage and everything that it does to make sure that this model is correct one for you. Right guys, so quick unboxing here. It comes in a really good case. You get the user manual that I definitely recommend going through. To make sure you're using the tool properly. Then you got this bit here where you got the pass key to register the tool online, so you get 2 years of free updates with this tool. And this is another great thing about this tool, the updates, if you want to pay for them after 2 years for about $198, you can get 3 years of updates, which is pretty good. Most of other tools are actually quite expensive for the updates, but I do recommend having the Wi-Fi obviously when you're using the tool as well, to keep your tool up to date on all the vehicles and all the new software releases and everything else. So here we got 10.1 inch screen. I know it might look a little bit scratched, guys, just because I've been using it for a while and it has actually got a protective screen on it. I haven't just peeled it off yet. So it's obviously a tablet. You got a front camera there. You got the charging port at the top there, USB-C. Charges quite quickly actually. The power button, the volume button up and down, and that is pretty much it. Obviously you got the camera on the back as well if you want to take a picture of something when you're working on the car for the customer or etc. To power it up, press and hold it. Obviously I already started it up, but it will come up with the tablet screen, and then obviously you have got the Ancel software on there. So my one's already registered. The first thing you'll have to do when you open this, you will need to register to your email, obviously to activate the updates. And then once it's done, obviously make sure it's connected to Wi-Fi and go into the updates and make sure you update all the functions and everything else on here, so everything's up to date for the best performance. Moving on, this is our wireless unit that you got in the box. So it's quite light actually. So that's the connector obviously, and you've got the other ports here to charge it up if you want to, but that's the connector, which is what we got on this end. So that plugs into that, and that plugs into your vehicle. So that's obviously, like I said, wireless. It connects to your tool. Then you got European plug here for the charger, and then you got UK one as well, obviously for the USB. That's the charger itself, but a lot of you got chargers for the phone and they work as well. And this is the plug that connects from USB-C to the unit, the back of it here if you want to. So there's that option as well. Right, so personally I recommend fully charging the unit before you use it for the first time. The battery icon is at the top there. The unit is really easy to use, guys. The interface is actually quite nice. It's user friendly. As you can see, you got the option for diagnosis straight away, hot functions, which is where your special functions are. So there we are. ABS splitting, battery replacement, DPF, regen, electronic parking brake when you're replacing the rear brake pads or discs on the electronic parking brake vehicles. You need to release it. You got immobilizer keys, you got the injectors, coding, oil reset, service reset, SES, the throttle reset as well. Obviously this is for the steering calibration, and TPMS for your tire pressure warning lights and sensors is there as well. So they're the hot functions. You also got active functions on here. Obviously you got the updates, but for that you need to log in and make sure you got a password and set it all up. So that would work. You got the data management, which is where you save your images, videos. You got the apps there that you can have on there as well. Reports for the scans that you've done previously. I've cleared all this. I've reset the tool since I've been using it to make sure that I'm showing you like a brand new tool basically. Data playback, this is pretty good. This is where you can save the live data and then check it later on, so you're not looking at when you're driving. Data stream standard as well. That's to share the data streams, and diagnose history is where you will have a list here of the obviously vehicles and everything that you've done with the tool. You can recheck it on there. And then you got the storage memory at the bottom here. So moving on, you got quick support. So this is the actual, when you connect it to the internet, you got the support here. So that needs to be with the team viewer. When something goes wrong, you contact them and they can take over the tablet and do stuff for you basically. DTC is to look up what the fault codes mean, but it does come up with that when you actually got a fault code on the car, so you can have a look at it. The feedback, let's see if you're having an issue. And data playback, again, that's the same thing that we've seen previously at the data manager. And then you got the functions list. So again, you need to be connected to the data. Settings, this is where you set up everything. You can go through all the functions here, so the units that you can set up if you're metric or imperial, the search engine, what you want to use, because when you get a fault code you can look it up straight away and it takes you to Google, show you if anyone had the same problem. System info, this is all about your tablet basically and the program. This is for the reports. This is for the updates, to check for the updates of the actual software. Languages, I'm pretty sure there's 14 languages here. And system settings, this is where it takes you actually to the actual tablet and not the software that we're using. And you can connect to the Wi-Fi here, obviously, and you got a normal settings that we'll get on a normal tablet. So the wallpapers, connection devices, blah blah blah, sound, storage, privacy settings, location, whatever. You can connect the printer to this as well, so you can print the reports. So yeah, plenty of stuff to go through, guys. So I'm going to try and make it short. I'm not going to go through everything, but I'll show you the main stuff that you can do on this tool. Obviously, this is where you set up your username and the company name for when you're working as a company, so you can print the proper reports for the customers or send them the email with the report. But yeah, I'm going to plug it into my car now and I'm going to show you the diagnosis, how it runs the full diagnosis on it, and what fault codes you can find, how to clear them, and live data, and etc. So let's get started with that. Right guys, so I got the unit here and obviously the connector. So I got Audi Q3, like I said, this is 2012 model. I'm going to plug into it and just do a full scan, show you what it shows, what data you get, and go through a few things on there as well. Right guys, so it's plugged into my vehicle now. You need to make sure the ignition is on, then your power light will come on the tool, and your vehicle and Bluetooth will come on as well. Obviously make sure that the tool is on, leave that plugged in. Like I said, you need to make sure that the ignition is on properly. Right guys, this is the best bit about it. You can plug into the car, and because it's Bluetooth, obviously wireless, you can just have yourself a cup of tea and go and sit down somewhere and plug into the car, as long as it's not too far away. So just brought it back to the desk. I've focused on the screen so we can see everything that's going on. And like I said, this is like the tablet, so at any point you can go back to this screen. But I'm going to go back to the program and we're going to go to diagnosis, and it should find the VIN number. If you press auto detect on there, as long as you're up to date. I've got the Wi-Fi on as well. There you go. If I'm my VIN number straight away, come up with Audi Q3 2012. Yep, that's the one. So we'll go to diagnosis and I'll just do the CAN quick scan. So this is the CAN system scan that literally does it in 5 seconds. The whole thing comes up. But if you want a full detailed scan, I recommend going to auto scan. Or you got control unit, which is just to select one of the things. If you know you only got the engine fault, then you just go straight to the engine electronics and it goes into there. But I'm going to show you the CAN quick scan so you can see how quickly it does it. There you go, it's already scanned. The whole system is completely scanned. So you get the pass and you get the fault. So currently everything is a pass apart from the electronic central here that we got the fault on it. So we're just going to check what's going on. All the time you got the voltage of the vehicle on the top right screen. You can go to the home button there at any point as well. So you get the ECU information of that unit that I just went into. You got the fault code, you got data streams. This is the live data, but if you go to the fault code, it shows me the right low beam headlamp bulb is not working, which is correct because my bulb isn't working. So there's no point of clearing it, but if you want to clear it, it's there if it's something that you fixed already. But my one will just come back because the bulb isn't working. Then you can generate report, and that will save it as a PDF file. As you can see, all the details will be here, and there's the fault code, and at this point you can print it or you can send it, so share it. So all the options are here, or print it straight away to a printer that you can set up. So now just to go back again, I'm gonna go back, and you can go to data stream, which gives you the option. On each vehicle it will be different. Obviously this is just showing me what's happening with the doors because it's electrical unit. Now some values might take a while to show up because it's literally going through so much info in the same time. The best, if you want specific values, percentages or voltages, you need to select a few of them only, and then just do either record or collect, or you can also do a waveform on some of them. But like I said, first select a few items, so just tick the boxes, and then you got the waveform. Obviously currently they're on 0 volts, so nothing's going to move, but you get the live data waveform there. You can change the colors, you can stop at any point, you can record it. Anyway, it just makes it quicker to show you the data they're looking for. And then you have got action tests, so you can do the active test and I don't know, open the door, use the horn. Don't know if it's actually gonna work, but yep, that works. So they just activated the horn, so it helps you diagnose some of the issues. You got footwall lights, turn them on, rear wiper, backup lights, low beams, interior lights, alarm horn, so you can activate lots of things on here. And it just shows you if they're working or not. So back here on auto scan, you will see they're going to take a lot longer to actually do a whole vehicle scan, but you'll see that it might show you the faults they didn't show on the other one. So look at the engine electronics. This is showing me that there is a fault. When we done the quick can scan, it didn't actually show that there was one. It's because this fault they got here, it's not an active fault, it's just like a side fault that you got in the system that's not currently putting the engine light on or anything, but it's there. So because we're done doing the full scan now, like you see, it's taking longer. We're only on 24% now, but it's actually basically going deeper into the system and showing us every single bit that might be in there. And this is why I highly recommend doing the full auto scan, because like I said, you will get a completely different report. So I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to show you, in this case on the Audi Q3 2012, how long it takes to go through all the units. So I'm not going to skip this, just wanted to show you obviously how long it takes, so you got the real idea of how it works. So we're currently on 48%, 51, and you're just going to go through every single unit and do a full scan on it. While we're here, guys, I would like to let you know, obviously, the link for this unit is in the description below, and they're currently on around £300. Obviously, the prices are changing. They usually $500, so like I said, it depends what it works out in. But yeah, the units are around £300 because there's a discount at the moment, so do have a look if you're interested in this tool. But yeah, I'm not going to look in the price because, like I said, prices are changing all the time. So do have a look and see if this model is suitable for you. As a workshop and as a DIY, I think this tool can be used for both, to be honest. It's actually quite a professional tool to have, so I definitely recommend it myself. Right, we're on 97%, 100%, so here we are. So everything's here now, and if you go to the engine now, we actually have got this showing a code. So let's read the fault code. Exhaust gas recirculation flow insufficient detected. So there you go. This is a basically intermittent fault. It's not on, the engine light is not on, but it's there, and it's great that this tool actually showed us that it is there, because some of the tools might not show it until the actual engine light will come on. So again, if you can generate report, but you don't need to. So this is where we can look up the fault code afterwards. Again, if you go back and go into the data stream, you will get lots of different information. I would advise obviously having the engine running so you can see all the different values. They're going to show you, you can check the injectors while you're here, but there's just going to be so much stuff on here. There's lots of things on the engine. Like I say, you can go on and on and on forever. But if you know what you're looking for, it's really handy to get live data, start the vehicle up, like test the injectors, do the graph. You got the accelerator, payload, travel, so you can check all of that, the voltage that's going into it and out of it, exhaust gas, recirculation valve, how that's working, if it's opening fully or not. You can activate it. This is really good for when you know what you're looking at. It really helps to diagnose some of the faults. Again, you can save that, you can record that. Again, active tests are here. So you can move the EGR valve, you can activate the EGR cooler pump, glow plugs, light, turbo, fuel pump, which is really handy sometimes for when you change the fuel filter and there's air in the system. So again, plenty of stuff to go through. You can lose hours on this. You got adaptations here. So injector correction values, so to code the injectors, DPF regens, lots of stuff on there. And again, I'll repeat, because on every vehicle you have different settings. It's not going to be the same on every single vehicle. Coding is there as well, but again, that's a bit more intense. It's something that we can go through. Here you can always clear the fault codes straight away and it will do a complete new scan. So you can always go back. Like I said, control unit, if you want to go straight to the engine electronics, you'll go and connect straight to the engine electronics a lot quicker, so it's not going to scan the whole vehicle again. So it tells me currently there is no fault detected, so that's fine. And now let's go back to the main menu. But what I want to show you is here you can go to special functions through there, and it shows you all the special functions that I've got available on this vehicle. Obviously DPF regen, injector matching, they show up when you go into specific units as well. But there you go, so you got transport mode there, air suspension, but it hasn't got it. So the headlight adjustment, service reset, so this is quite handy obviously when you're done the oil service. You got auto reset, manual reset if you want to change the mileage and the date for next one. So everything's there. It's nice and easy to use. Like I said, it's pretty easy interface to use. All the other vehicles on there, you got Europe, America, Asia, China, Australia, so it's all there. But like I say, you should really detect it on auto VIN scan. And this is pretty much it. Like I said, if you want to go to the main screen, you just need to swipe up and it comes up and takes you back to here, and you can use it as a tablet if you really want to. And the Wi-Fi connection, Bluetooth and everything else is up there. So like on a normal tablet, swipe down and it comes up with all that stuff. The the brightness adjustment is there as well. Like I said, the volume is on the side. There's plenty of stuff you can go through. This is just video to show you the main functions of it. Right guys, so here we are. I hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful. The tool is really easy to use. Like I said, you got the rubber protective case on it already, which is pretty handy in case you dropped it or it's not going to get scratched, etc. Yeah, don't forget obviously to unplug the tool when you stop using it. But yeah, personally, I really like using it. The interface is really easy, like I've mentioned previously. And to be honest, for 300 quid, that is really cheap for the tool like this. And you get 2 years of free updates, and also like I said, $198 at the moment for 3 years of updates. After that, that is not a lot, because some of the other tools you pay quite a bit. You pay more than that just for 1 year of updates, and it's really handy to have the tool up to date all the time. Hence why I always recommend having the Wi-Fi on or the mobile data, and to make sure that it is up to date, because all the new features, all the hot functions, the reset functions, and even like the bugs or whatever gets fixed all the time. So you will get the updates flagging up on there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, found it helpful. Like I said, live data is pretty good, but you need to know what you're actually after. The fault code scanning, the auto detect is pretty good because it gives you the whole thing. CAN bus is quick but not as precise. And yeah, if you got any more questions, do comment below, let me know. Like my video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please. And once again, don't forget the link for this tool is in the description below. Have a good day. Bye.